Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Here we go. Good. Go.
They'll start on the... And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Here's Madison running on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Javon Dexter able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Easy.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is indeed good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here.
Here we go.
That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 6. Another carry now for Madison. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
50 yards.
And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Going to run with Madison again.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here we go, son.
Now a 2nd and 6.
You got a mini base. West right there.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go, son.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Fields. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready.
2nd and 7.
Blue strike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Ken.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go. Good.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about at the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 9. Field's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he lost the football.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Chandler.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Bridgewater.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The slot man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
Monday.
Back to throw. Fields.
Being chased out left. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Fields now to throw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Here we go.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Chandler.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
They run it with Chandler.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Bridgewater.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp. They'd love to just start back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Now it's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Angel. Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, 551.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back now at Soldier Field.
go.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Now Fields going to move them around.
EQ.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, Bears! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Ty Chandler now to return it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Bridgewater now. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
To throw, Bridgewater.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game. but it winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Up the middle they go. Chandler.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
To throw is Bridgewater.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game, and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st down, Vikings.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
No mas, no mas. Up. Go.
Fields looking deep here for Mooney. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Throwing is Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Bridgewater to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.